Welcome to SIssues. We are two sisters with issues and a need to work them out, and we're inviting you along for the ride.
Here we are taking the big things we have in common. Our love for Outlander, inappropriate humor, and why people do the things they do. Mix this up with our dirty lady mo's, and this podcast is born.
But don't worry, we'll explore other issues too.
Because you know,
when you have sisters, you have issues.
If you are easily offended or don't appreciate the creative use of colorful Canadian cursive language, this is not the podcast for you.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to SIssues. I'm Phil.
I'm Cher. Apparently it's evening. I did that last time.
Did you?
I'm sure.
I'm trying to imitate the Count on Sesame Street.
Okay.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, we're back rewatching Outlander during this terrible Droughtlander. We're in season 2, and we are now at the infamous episode number 7, Faith.
Faith. We have a niece called Faith.
Yes, and who named her?
Our niece, Vitalia.
And why did she choose the name Faith?
Because I got her hooked on Outlander when she was right around the time that she was reading these books. Faith was born, so yeah.
Yes, so when she was born, her older sister Vitalia was with her, and she actually named her. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sweet. And so Faith is in law school now. So time sure flies.
Damn, I feel old. God.
Right?
Yeah, Miss Diana Gabaldon. Yep, it's been around a long time. So, okay, guys, so go ahead, skip your recap, go directly to the preview song, and we're good to go.
Get your tissues ready.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring one down, so I'm gonna have to use my sweatshirt.
I know. I'm gonna use my monkey blanket behind me. Maybe. Oh, this is gonna be hard, guys. We're probably this might be the first one where we cry, like seriously start snarfling.
Okay, I think because we're overthinking it, we're gonna end up unfortunately laughing our way through this one.
I don't think so. It's not gonna happen.
Well, let's just get it underway, Cher. Count us down.
I can't. Okay, we're gonna go this. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and when I get to 1, that's when you're gonna hit play. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
For a second there, it sounded like you were gonna orgasm.
That is not how I sound. Crying. That is not how I sound when I come. I'll just let you know now. It's not.
Well, we have to be uber quiet because your son's on the same floor as we are. So.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Hi, Chase.
Just across the hallway.
I'm a baby.
It's like, shh, you're making too much noise. And then all of a sudden the bed starts squeaking now, and it's
Well, my kid's used to that. His room was right next door to ours. So yeah.
Well, yeah, and your headboard was right there next to his headboard almost.
So yeah, he's plenty scarred thanks to me. It's a good thing he's a little genius boy. So he's all right. Yeah. He can handle it. I've already paid for his therapy. He's good.
There you go. Oh my gosh. So remember how we left off in the last scene?
Oh, Lord.
Claire had passed out in Magnus's arms and asked to go see Mother Hildegard.
Oh, Lord. Please.
Here we go. All right, guys. Get comfy. This is a long one. This is a longer episode.
It is.
So.
The last 2 episodes have been like 50 minutes. So they've made it up with this one at an hour
They even
and
said,
3.
hey, do you need...
What's going on? Who is this? We're looking at...
It's me!
It's a little redheaded curly hair. This is Claire in 1954.
How did she get there? I don't understand.
Who's this kid?
It's Brianna.
But
Is
how?
it? I have no idea. And when first time I seen it, I was totally confused. I'm like,
Right.
I don't understand how she got there.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then you think back to the she went back pregnant, and now she's giving birth in the woods, and
I wonder why the orange nail polish.
Don't know.
Oh, see, nobody knows. Nobody knows. But the blue dress was for the blue heron.
The blue heron.
Oh, here we go. They talked about how they wanted this to be more like an ER effect when they shot this.
Oh, she looks so...
Look, her face even looks puffy, and you know what I mean? Like, she looks ill.
From all the time crying and... Oh, geez. And having him there. Oh, right? You know?
But he probably was the best person at that time to be there, right?
Well, the only person.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I know he looked evil there, but...
Well, just, you know, just all the...
But they did a good job as far as her makeup. Like, I wonder how they got her eyes so puffy and her face so puffy. Like, you look at her eyelids, they're puffy.
Oh, I think it's because she was legit crying. Like, I think during all the takes and, you know, she was like legit, and she was in the moment. Like she said in that place, it was, you know, it was overwhelming. It was, you know, and she, you know, power to Katrina. She gets into character very well. And she said being in that place, you know, it was like you felt ghosts around you, so to speak. And she spent a lot of time on her own.
Yeah. You know, and for someone who, you know, hasn't, you know, carried a baby to term or has a child, she sure does a really good reenactment of all of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And to me, this is my favorite Katrina episode. I think she owned it. I think this is a testament of her being an amazing actress.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and, you know, and it shows people don't have to go through that kind of loss in order to, you know, in order to act it. It is like a heart ripping moment as a mother to lose a child.
Look at her face. Oh.
And the hope she has. You can see the hope in her eyes. Like,
yeah. I just want my baby.
Yeah.
She doesn't think anything.
Yeah. And it was for her to say it in French as opposed to English. And it doesn't make it any less painful.
No.
I think it's for Katrina, you can see how much empathy she has as a person, that she's able to go to that place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like, no.
But that it hasn't hit her yet. She doesn't comprehend the baby is with the angels, right?
Yeah. And it's not.
Yeah. She needs that closure, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that she said it in French, because, you know, you're not understanding the series. I need my baby, you know, however many languages she needs to say it in.
Yeah. And Bouton.
Yeah.
By her.
You know, again, I like how they don't show you everything. They'll cut back to it later on, you know, and because you feel her pain right now.
Yeah. And a lot of shows would go back to, like not giving you you can still see that she still has her belly,
Yes.
where a lot of shows, would just, well, she had the baby, take the belly, and in reality, that belly still would be there. There'd still be the swelling.
Yeah.
There would still be, she has an infection too,
Yes.
mind you, but even still.
Do you remember what your belly felt like after you had the baby? It felt soft and like jello.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Look, she looks sick, she's,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can feel the shiver going through her.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
She's going
Through that
through
alone.
exactly, the worst thing that, one of the worst things a woman could go through alone, when her husband or partner or whatever isn't there after losing a child. I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine.
There's no way.
No.
I just couldn't.
And I'm sure she felt like all hope was lost at that point. She could care less about the final rites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's something about, and I know a lot of women that watch this episode who have lost a child either through miscarriage or stillborn, or, I being one of them, lost a pregnancy. And it crushes you.
Yeah.
And to have somebody perform in such a way that Katrina did, was exemplary. You just you thank them for handling it with such beauty and grace.
It's like they've gone through it themselves and they understand. And I think it's I don't want to say tribute because that's not the right word, but, understanding, what women do go through.
Yeah.
And physically a woman goes through it, but you know what? Dads, they lose a child too.
Mm-hmm. And with Master Raymond here, see the blue.
Yeah.
And see, this is the healing of his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she could see the blue because he was holding her, right? And
exactly.
And so he knew that what he would do would help, right?
Right. Because he has the healing hands of a traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can even see it in her, right? You can see her body relax. You can see the shivers leaving her body. You know what I mean? Now she looks like she's starting to comprehend what's going on, right?
Right. And see, her infection is deep within her womb.
Yes.
So now in the book, it's even more graphic.
Yeah.
Than what they show here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be,
Yeah.
He's, without any instruments, he's delivering the rest of the placenta, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what he does. He gets her to call Jamie.
Yeah.
But that's what he healed her in essence, but he delivered the rest of the placenta. And
I'm sure glad he didn't leave town.
Oh, well.
And it's funny
to see him there, not in his full Master Raymond, the wig and the, full get up.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm surprised that, Mother Hildegard or the other doctor didn't bother to try and look for that.
Mm-hmm.
Considering she just had a baby and she had an infection, that would kind of be maybe the number one thing to look for.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, this is where he lets her know. I don't know if Yes, should have come. He saved your life, honey.
Yes, but they do have that friendship, and I hope he comes back at some point. Besides besides later.
Have faith.
Have faith. That's sad.
It is. I liked how Bouton didn't give him up either.
Bouton's so smart. He understands French. I wonder if he understands English as well. That would make him bi-canine.
That's weird. No, I think it'd still be bilingual.
Yeah, bilingual.
Lingual?
Lingual.
Yeah, that's better.
Lingual.
Yeah, he's under arrest.
Yeah.
Dang it.
The Bastille.
Again.
Yeah, because, that's like his second home. He's been there a couple times already.
Yippers. Ugh. So there you go. Now you know he's not dead.
Yeah, Jack without Dick is still alive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he still has it, but anywho.
Not just the tip is gone. Just the tip.
Because he talked about, betting Mary Hawkins and, is that what Claire really wanted? So it must work still.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He's just being a douchebag.
Well, it wasn't about the sex anyway. It was about the control.
Yep. Ugh.
And now comes the anger, part of the grieving.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one sticks with you for a while.
Grief takes many, 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 many different faces.
Mm-hmm. And it bounces back and forth. Yeah. It's never a straight line through it.
Oh, look, we still go through it, and Mom's been gone 14 years. So
yeah. Yepers.
Pray Mother Hildegard. She's cranky. She's not happy. She's angry.
Every right to be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and again, she doesn't know the story either. All she knows right now is she's lost her baby,
And her husband's in prison.
Yeah. Now, in the book, it lasts a lot longer, him being in prison.
Oh, yeah.
A lot longer, I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she also was with, she went to stay with Louise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was.
I love how they did this. I love how they had Fergus go and get her. And then the scene we're coming up to.
Too much, man. Too much.
It just rips your
the way the whole house comes out like this.
Yeah.
It was, this absolutely tore my heart out the first time I saw it. It was like Fergus was like making sure, okay, everybody's here. Okay. Yeah. This is what we need to do for her.
Yeah. And I remember.
Go ahead.
No, I remember the way they said Jared picked the people that worked for him very carefully.
Yeah.
He had trust in them, and
that he took both of her hands.
Yeah.
And it is just crushing. And when she sees them.
Yeah.
She sees the care.
Yeah.
And she still wants to be dignified as the lady of the house.
And the way Suzette reacts, and how Claire doesn't want to react, right?
Yeah.
She's already cried so much, but she recognizes, Suzette, but
it's Magnus. It's Magnus. He just, yeah.
Look at his face.
Yeah. And she knows she has to thank him
Yes.
for everything that he's done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for him,
And
then
she's like, don't you dare bow to me. You're my
Yeah.
friend. You're my equal.
and I owe you
Yeah.
my life, right?
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. This is it.
Yeah. And I love when she
Oh.
curtsies to him.
And
You know?
he damn near breaks. Now, see,
Yeah.
I'm crying. That's it.
Yeah. That part just
Mm-hmm.
that just gets me, you know, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was too much.
you know, I love the fact that she did end up leaving for Fergus and coming home, right?
Yeah.
It was
And
him.
Adrienne Marie, the one that plays Suzette, she said that moment was so overwhelming for all of them.
Of course.
Just acting it, just, you know, playing the moment was overwhelming.
Yeah.
So you can like act all you want, people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We feel it, and it's good to know that while they're acting it, they feel it as well.
Yeah. Well, in this scene here, it's not the first time that Fergus has brushed Claire's hair. It's just the
Right.
first time we see it because,
Right.
of course, those scenes have gotten cut from
Uh-huh.
and post-production, right? So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there, Fergus is seeing the perfume
yeah,
that he had taken.
and he's having a flashback to what happened in Randall's room.
Right. And she doesn't know yet, of course, but
You know, this coming scene with her crying in the hallway, it's so genuine. You know, just the way, you know, she holds her arm and, you know, the way she carries her shoulders, you know, it's, yeah. This must have been so hard on her. This must have been so emotionally challenging for her. Like you look and you can still see a little bit of a baby bump as well. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because when it doesn't matter how long, it takes a while for that to go away.
Yeah. But I like that you can see the silhouette of it, you know?
But that's the truth. I mean, and how often do they, you know, how often do shows just completely forget about that, right? Like
Of course.
they just, you know, ignore it and they forget about it. Oh, she's got her beautiful body back right away. And, you know, so I love that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, the way she was walking and crying there, that's my ugly cry, you know?
Yep. And things like that do, like
when I cry, I gotta go. I just gotta, I gotta try and walk it off, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, now she hears. She hears Fergus, right?
Yeah. And it's that, you know, mothering instinct that's still, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's not just a dream.
No.
Such a good little act. His eyelashes. Oh my God, that boy's eyelashes. Look at, he's such a beautiful, beautiful boy.
I love his curls. Oh.
And
see, she
here we
looks
go.
surprised right there. Englishman.
Yeah. And then the surprise is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just.
And he just can't help it, again, to be the pickpocket he is, right?
Yeah.
Look for opportunity, and there's his opportunity.
And that he was thinking of her, oh, shoot, madame, you know, milady would love this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and, ugh.
But then.
And of course, it was much more graphic in the books.
Yes, of course.
And
I think it went a lot further in the book for sure. Yeah. And then she knows as soon as she sees
the lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows right away.
Yeah. And understands that if there was going to be one thing that made Jamie break the promise that he made,
Yeah.
yep, it was going to be that.
So what do you think he ordered? Bacon double cheeseburger? I don't think so.
Nope. And it was going to be somebody that didn't want to be with him. That's for sure.
Exactly. It wasn't going to end well.
It was going to be somebody that was going to put up a fight. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they didn't go into too much as far as graphic, because it's not necessary,
No,
right?
it's not.
You know what's happening,
yeah,
and it's completely unnecessary to go any further than what it did. So
we all know what a fucking pig this man is. So
yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah.
And I'm surprised that he let him scream. That's it's part of his getting off. I get that.
Yeah. The look on Jamie's face.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised just didn't kill him right then and there. And I know the other guys dragged him off, but you know Jamie, you know how strong Jamie is.
Yeah.
If he wanted to kill, two little guys aren't going to stop him.
Yeah. Oh, just the spit flying out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Fergus is like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And he spit on the carpet. Like, come on, dude.
He's no fucking couth. None.
Aw.
Oh, he's such
I feel so bad for him. And he's blaming himself, and it's not his fault.
No.
Again, freaking blackjack.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to that son of a bitch.
Well, you know, it's just never escaping him.
Yeah. Yeah. And Claire.
Yeah.
Putting it all out there. She knows now, but, you know, it's still a raw deal, man.
Yeah, exactly. She still has a lot to process, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
I like that. You found a deep enough sea.
When you know the reason why he broke the promise, and if there was going to be one thing that even you would let him break that promise to you, you know, and that's, you know, you're essentially Fergus is their first child.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I mean, you don't have to give birth to a child to love them.
Yeah.
So, and Fergus is their first child together. And to know that happened to him.
Yeah, no,
nope.
Exactly.
Kill the son of a bitch myself.
Yeah.
Sacrificing her virtue.
At this point, she's just
like she said,
lost in it right now, and it doesn't matter what she has to do to get Jamie out.
And that's what she said. She just add to the things that she's lost in Paris.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all green screen, actually.
Yeah. They've done so much of it beautifully.
Oh, I know. I just love this room. Can you imagine what the books are? Like, it's just lined walls after walls, but I wonder what was in there. Like, who wrote them? What were they about? You know? I have a few books from the late 1800s, mid 1800s, and, you know, they're geography books with pull-out maps, and, you know, they're called something different than what they are now. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, she's dressed up, ready for the party.
Yippers. Knows what's going down today.
His outfit is just stunning.
Gosh, right?
Yeah. Like his outfit is, but again, you know what? It's how he carries himself.
Yep.
Yeah. Love it.
More than regal.
And I love that he's trying to be so hospitable to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, asking her please to sit down and
yeah.
You know. I like her swagger as she's walking.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's got the Claire sass put on right now.
And she's pinpointed where the bed is right away.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Look at her bubble is sticking between her boobies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, an orange.
Well, that's the thing. Don't have very many of those hanging around right now. Some good old citrus. Keep the scurvy away.
Yeah. And I think she knows what hot chocolate is.
Yeah, it probably doesn't taste a lot like the hot chocolate she's used to, though.
No, because it's right from the cocoa bean.
Yeah, so, exactly. It's pretty bitter.
I would think it would be.
Yeah.
Her eyebrows screw up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, this is not so good.
It needs marshmallows.
I want the orange chocolate ball right now. Smash it on the ground.
How old was he? He was what? I wonder how old he was. Cumberland was like turning 25. Mm-hmm. So he can't be much older than that.
No, I don't think
so. Young
so.
kings at that point.
Yeah.
I got a heater coming on. Oh.
Your face is as red as a tomato.
No, my head is just burning. Ooh.
Now, see, she knows, like, okay, the king gets favors. And the thing is that, you know, like, she's aware of it. And he kind of had his eye on her before.
But he's very dashing. Mm-hmm. You know, he's very genteel. He is a true lover, quote unquote, right? Like, look at the softness just by taking her hand. He's not rough or anything, you know, he's charismatic and very eloquently spoken as well.
Yeah. And noting both of her wedding rings.
Yeah.
And she's like, but can we just like do this?
Get it over with.
Get it over with. Because she sees it just as much as a transaction. She doesn't want to do all of this.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't want to, you know, make it into something more than just that transaction.
Yeah.
She's like, let's just do this wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of thing and get her done.
I just want my husband released. Can we just do this? Get to the point already. And that's not what he is doing.
Yeah. Let's just poke your poker in the right direction and move on.
Yeah, exactly. And she kind of hints to that when she says, you know, I'll do anything. You know what I mean? I'm at your full disposal.
So it's really interesting. Yeah. So he's just kind of Oh, well, he knew that.
Yeah.
But she's like, you're beating around the bush, so to speak.
and she's just trying to get to the point, right?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me just put my orange down.
Yeah.
Can't exactly hold on to that and do this at the same time.
No, exactly.
Look at that bedspread. Oof.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Look at the size of the bed. Never mind the bedspread. Holy cow. Right? It's like massive.
Bigger than a king.
That's like a double California king or something. It's huge. It's you can have a pate in there.
La Dame Blanche. And she's like, ooh, wait a second.
You know that too.
Let's go this way. She's like, oh. Okay.
And she looks at the bed. Oh, we're not doing, okay.
Leaving the bed behind. Where am I going now?
Yeah.
And this, we are going to be led into John Gary Steele's brain. This is exactly what we're walking into.
This is not what it portrayed in the book at all.
Yeah.
So it looks much different. So,
but better in a
Yes.
million different ways, because this is something that John Gary Steele has, he poured his heart and soul into this, and look at it. It is magnificent.
It's almost like a psychological screw up. It really, each wall is different, and I love the look of the sky and stars at the top.
Yeah.
And then look at the uniforms that the guardsmen are wearing, right?
Yeah.
They're wearing masks on their face. So she's just trying to figure everything out.
Yeah. The Star Chamber is what we call it, and it is just absolutely exquisite.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn
there's
it.
Master Raymond.
The Count I get, but she must be like, damn it.
Yep. The indictment. Dun, 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 dun.
And I think at this point too,
Monsieur Freud.
she's probably thinking, is it because of me that Master Raymond got caught? He stayed and, helped me and made me better and,
Right.
But she's so clever through this whole thing, right? Like even challenging the king, like, can I get what I want kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
Well, and if anything, Claire has always had balls.
Yes, she has.
Yeah. Yeah, she's never. Look at this. This is just
that is
crazy, remarkable.
I love that shot.
Yeah,
like just that shot itself.
Yeah, I mean, John Gary Steele is just absolutely a remarkable human being.
Well,
when
there's
it comes
just
to his
set design. Yeah.
Oh, you just know what Barry Waldo sees in him.
There's just so much detail, like the more you watch it, all these little things start popping up even more, but just incredible set design.
Yeah.
And it must have been really cool for them behind the scenes. The first season was in Scotland. Now they're in France. They'll be in North Carolina. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, it's just like the books. Like one isn't the same as the other.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot more set design, in the first few seasons, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot
I'm
more.
I'm sure that's why, John Gary decided that he was going to move on, because once you do hit, season 5, like things do kind of stay in the same place, right?
Yes.
So the opportunity to explore that he had before, it's kind of limited, right? So I mean, you can understand where, like it would be, he mentored so many people, I'm sure, that they could kind of take over and move along. But yeah, I mean, he had so many places that he could go to in the first 5 seasons that, but yeah, after that, you kind of stay in the same place. You don't really get to, move anywhere else.
I like this when she addresses the Count and, gives her feeling of what's happening, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And Monsieur Faury in that lighting, he looks like he's so creepy looking in there.
Yes, he does.
So wild.
I wouldn't want to get that close to him, knowing what he did to her.
But, geez. The look on, like, she is, like, creeping him out, too, though.
Yeah,
look at him.
exactly.
Oh.
Nothing. And I'm surprised he didn't answer in French.
And the thing is that he wasn't, because it was Duke of Sandringham that is the one
exactly.
That did it. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Right?
Look at him. He almost looks like a silhouette. He's so dark.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And she's never claimed not to be. That's what she's a white witch.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. As far as Jamie's concerned.
Well, and as far as the king's concerned, because he, she didn't say, no, king, I'm not a white witch.
But this surprises me a little bit.
Yeah.
So he called her already La Dame Blanche in his bedchamber.
Right.
But yet she's explaining that she's a white witch. But that's what La Dame Blanche means.
Right.
So he looks surprised by what she's saying.
Mm-hmm. But
he already knew.
But no, he's like, well, yeah, because that's what he called her that. He knows. Yeah.
But he seems taken aback by saying she is not on trial here.
Well,
just he looks semi-confused, like his eyebrows are screwed up. And
well, I think because when the Comte accused her of it, he thought it was going to be a surprise to everybody.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I love how she's walking around to everybody. Like, I know. She just owned that like nobody's business.
Even a king.
That. Mm-hmm.
I don't think he liked that too much.
But he's also a king.
Yes.
So he's like, I've got everybody. I've got control of everybody.
Nonetheless, I need entertainment.
Yeah.
He's saying cleanse, but I think he means entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I still need to control what's going on here.
Yeah.
And of course, again, in the books, this was much more,
yes.
Oh, I love these shots from overhead. They're so awesome. It's such a creepy snake. It's a horny snake.
Horny snake.
You're a horny snake. You guys can't see, but she's trying to put on her hissy pants right now and look all hissy.
What? I have pants on.
Phyllis is hissing.
I was hissing.
She was trying to hiss.
Well, at least she was a quick thinker and tried to come up with something different, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God, he looks so creepy in there. You really have to, if you haven't gone to John Gary Steele's website to take a look at some of the Star Chamber, building of the Star Chamber, you have to go because it's just the coolest stuff.
I haven't even seen that.
Oh, God, you got to go and look at it.
I know.
JohnGarySteele.com. Yeah, cool stuff. Oh.
Just the mind that it takes for all those little details and even just the room itself, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They casted this dome and plaster and it's just the coolest thing. Like I would like to just crawl in that guy's ear and run around in his brain.
While he's coming up with all of these new ideas.
Exactly.
He's like, what sparks the first initial idea?
Gosh, it's just wild to think about. It's just, and as Barry says, he just manifests things. And it's just,
But that's a true artist.
Mm-hmm.
It has to manifest itself based on where you are, know, or what you're thinking at the time, or did something trigger, you know what I mean? I love that.
But that takes a certain kind of brain, right?
Yeah, it does.
Look at absolutely that creepy mofo back there. The lighting, the everything. Now, see, Master Raymond gets it.
Yeah.
But he also
looks nervous.
He's a slicker. He's slick.
Yeah.
He went and did something.
You're gonna get tummy pains right away. You might shit yourself a little bit too, but at least you'll be alive.
Sleight of hand. Let's go.
Yeah. Hold your bowels in, buddy. Hold them in. I know, eh?
Shot is just...
it's like right over Claire's head.
Pure magic in every detail of this episode.
Yeah.
Like,
but better to do that and to save his life, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I love this part. And of course, this was all done with cinematography. Like there isn't an actual
CGI
thing. Yeah, exactly.
But he knows what the fuck has happened. He sees what just happened. And she's like, oh, you little shit.
Yeah. And she doesn't want to kill.
Shit.
Yeah. She doesn't want to kill the calm.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? But, there's no point. And I tell you, he did an amazing job of dying.
Oh, didn't he though?
Like true to life, like well done you.
Yep. And no, like he's like, oh, come on, man. Oh, come on. I saw come on. The necklace, it's got poison. She's like, yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and he didn't even try and run or anything. He just stood there and drank it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not me. I would have put up a lot bigger of a fuss.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
No. She's like, oh, the tear. Yeah, well.
And now he speaks French.
Mm-hmm. You evil bastard.
You evil bastard.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you.
Oh, you cheeky bastard.
Sucks a cock of the devil. No, thank you. It probably burned my tongue.
It's like sucking on a cinnamon heart.
I don't like cinnamon hearts, so no way. If you like them, I'll leave it for you.
I used to love them. I can't eat them anymore, though.
I never liked them. They were just too hot.
I love them.
Like I like cinnamon rolls and stuff, but not the candy or the gum. Can't do the gum either. Oh, look, see, starting to turn purple a little bit. And he almost lands like right on the cup and it goes
doing. Yeah, that could have hurt his knee so bad.
I bet you it did.
Mm-hmm.
But look, all the bubbling out of his mouth. And just
such a cool shot. The king just kind of boop, 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 doop. Oh, that floor looks look the brass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let out the final breath, right?
Maybe.
Not unless he put something that made it seem like he was dead. Who knows?
Ding, ding, ding.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm not saying anything though.
I bet you.
Well, I haven't. I'm still reading The Fiery Cross, so I'm reading very slowly.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Run away.
At least the king was honest and let him go.
Yeah.
He could have still continued with the entertainment and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know the one.
Toad Man. That's what they called it in the book.
Oh, now look at the sexy time in his eyes.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, that's not all I was asking. But
no.
Good job.
Now it's time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she was like, oh, fuck, I thought that was going to be the payment.
Isn't he payment?
Well.
Ah, shit. Here we go.
Yeah. She's like, okay, fine. The way he pushes her back her shoulders.
I know.
Like, poof.
Back. There you go.
Gently now.
And guys, they got to get past all those layers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But the thing is that, this was much more like the transaction.
Yeah. And
it was, it's not that he just wanted to say that he did it.
It's a power thing for him.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
just more of a transaction. It's like he didn't come. He didn't want to come because he didn't want You know, he doesn't want any little bastards running around.
Yes.
Right. So he's like, oh, up you go. Off you out.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, oh, that's it.
Okay.
All right. Whatever.
Okay. Pull down my skirt. That was
Mhm.
it. All right.
Fine. Oh, I like how she fixed her hair to the side.
I know.
It's like, okay, that hardly even ruffled me, but there we go.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then,
At least in the book, he used a little bit of oil to use for lubricant.
I like how he looks at her like, you can go now.
Yep.
I'm done.
I'm done.
And I like how he also said that, you know, he would work with the English crown to pardon him as well if he wanted to go to Scotland. So in other words, get your ass home.
Get out the country. And she's like, I'll take
mine.
And like grabbing the orange is like grabbing her dignity.
Exactly. It's symbolic more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
She still has control and she's choosing to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was what it was more like just grabbing her dignity and walking out the door.
I think it was she walked home in the book, did she not? It was longer.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was just their way of showing her walk of shame.
Uh-huh.
Because the walk of shame was a lot longer in the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful room.
Oh, stunning. That's where she collapsed from getting the bitter cascara.
It's a cascara. Here comes Jamie. And he sounds like he's talking so low, and I did not like his beard.
You mean all the pubic hair that they stuck to his face?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like I get that he was there, and of course he didn't have a razor and all of that, but he got a little bit better of a job on the beard. But no.
But that's just one of those things that, you know,
and
it happens.
This is one of my favorite dresses.
I think what happens too is things look good in person, but then when you put them on camera, things change. Like it changes. Like I have no doubt that it looked good before it was on film.
Yes.
Right? Because some things just, you know, they don't, you know, with the lighting and all of that stuff, you know, it was probably harder.
And then his voice, I don't even know if it was a boy or a girl.
Well, it's probably...
He sounds like a bear.
Mm-hmm. Well, emotion.
And again, she's doing the same thing, right? Yeah. He's saying, are you making me beg? And she's not saying anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
She's tortured.
You know, and she's coming off like it's still his fault, even though she's already processed this whole thing, you know?
Mm. Yeah, I don't know if but seeing him again would bring that all back.
Exactly.
Right? You're right back on top of it all.
Yeah.
Mm. In the book, this was much softer.
Yeah.
But I think Katrina wanted to play it with more depth of emotion, right?
Well, because she's going back to that day,
you
know,
exactly.
And it's just flooding,
mm-hmm.
You know, it's still soon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I agree.
Yeah.
Because in the books, it was so much longer.
Yes.
In the show, it's so much closer. It feels so much closer. So for her not to have that pain still I don't know if it would have translated as well.
No, I think she still needs to go through all these emotions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the way she said when, you know, he had no choice, and she's like acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's going back to the hate feelings and the reason why, right?
Yeah. It's like grief works. You bounce back and forth between that anger, that denial, that, you know, when you're broken. Mm. Yeah.
And this part surprised me, how she's describing the baby. She's very almost stern in how she's saying it, the description, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was quite taken aback by that.
Yeah. But that's the thing, it's
so small. See?
Because you're angry.
Yeah.
You're angry.
You can tell just by
Yeah.
how she's holding her mouth, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because she wasn't alive. She was dead. And that's horrible.
Yeah. And I wonder at one point when he found out, did he find out while he was in jail? Did he find out on his way? Or I wonder when he found out about the baby.
Wouldn't.
She's holding her mouth so tightly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see the anger starting to build, but how she's holding this baby and singing to the baby, it just absolutely incredible.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
To go into that headspace is, and I appreciate they didn't put that all in the start because that would have,
Yeah. And I love that Louise is here. And Louise is pregnant, you know, and she's pregnant because of Claire, you know, and Claire's advice. And, but I just love how tender Louise is in this moment, recognizing that she needs to do something to help her, right?
Right. And that's the thing. You give a grieving mother.
Yeah.
She'll not let go of that baby.
No. I wouldn't if I was there.
Mm-mm.
And just, you can tell her, you know, her reaction to the touch.
Mm-hmm.
But then.
And she looked at Louise's belly.
Yeah.
Numerous times before she, 10 toes.
Oh,
yeah.
She just kills me in this scene.
Mm-hmm. And Louise's words were well placed.
I agree.
She's an angel.
And I love how softly she asks her, but she knows as soon as she hands her over that will be the last time she sees her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at her face. Like it's like she's been crying the whole day and she just does it justice. You know what I mean?
Yep, she absolutely did.
That little baby. You can see the tiny little hair that she talked about.
Yep, the red hair.
Wisps of copper.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. She hands the baby over, but then she goes right back to Claire,
Yeah. And see, this is where.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so heartbreaking, and I know anybody who's lost a baby, knows exactly what that feels like.
Where that cry comes from.
Yeah.
It's so
soul.
Deep. Yeah.
It's from your soul. It's, your heart is broken. Your body is sore and aching. And
yeah. Your brain feels like it's about to break. Yep.
And she's just not saying hated. She is feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's being honest with him. You know what? I went through these emotions by myself, and damn it, you're going to go through it with me.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then she changes, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the guilt you feel when you lose a child is just out of this world. No matter what.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Their first experience of being pregnant, and then now the baby isn't there and they weren't together when it happened. You know, I'm sure it's traumatic for both of them, but she's the one that had to live it in the moment by herself.
But it would be nice if it was Randall's fault.
I'd like just to blame every bad thing in the world.
Yeah, on Blackjack.
On Blackjack Randall.
Yeah, exactly.
He caused COVID. Everything in the world is his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Try not to sniffle too much.
Yes, don't get snot all over your microphone.
Try not to.
That's icky to get out, especially when it dries up.
Uh-huh. Thanks for the visual, sister.
But maybe it should dry up. That way it flakes off nicely.
Oh, can you stop? Good Lord, woman.
I need to lighten the air in here.
Oh,
it's thick and heavy and teary-eyed.
Oh, it so is.
Oh,
yep.
I slept with the king.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't faze him as much as I thought it was gonna.
Yeah. Well, it caused a little bit of a brouhaha in the book.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Which was pathetic, but whatever.
I do like that point, though.
Exactly.
That he, you know, and I think that also hit her as well.
Yep.
That, yeah, you know what? You did go through a lot for me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's a, you know, this is a partnership here.
Yeah.
You know, we've both sacrificed so much for one another.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Time to get the hell out of France.
Yeah. Fuck Paris.
Yeah, exactly.
Together.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you guys and your one damn tears.
Yep.
Ay, ay, ay.
And they hold them for so long before they let them go.
They're just...
Like, do they practice that crap in the mirror?
They have to. I think
like,
so.
Honestly.
Like, between her and Sam and then Brianna, they're all like expert pros at this one damn tear.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Scotland.
Yes. Go back to Scotland.
Oh, the stone.
Faith. 1744.
Saint Andrew. My Andrew's no damn saint. I'll tell you
and
that.
It's sad. You know, they're leaving that spoon and someone's just going to take it, you know, but I understand why, because it was supposed to be a christening gift for the baby, right?
And people are a little bit more superstitious back then.
Yeah.
You steal something off of a grave that's an apostle's spoon, you're going straight to hell.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks so beautiful here.
Yeah. I love that they're there together and grieving, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's, you know, doing it all over again.
Yeah. But this time, they're with one another.
And I love that she grabs his hand, you know.
Reaches out for him.
Yeah.
And he's there for her this time.
Yeah. Not by herself.
Yeah.
It's sad, though. I really find it sad that they're leaving her behind. Yeah. You know, that to me is really hard. You know, instead of taking her back and burying her at Lollybrock, you know, they're leaving her in France.
Yeah.
But I don't think they did cremation and stuff back then.
No.
So
No.
Unless you were a witch. Then you got cremated.
Whether you liked it or not.
Exactly. Well, that was one of the more sad episodes.
More sad. That was the saddest.
It was. I have to agree.
So sad.
I know.
SIssues and Tissues.
Now this one's hitting us with a huge age gap between sisters.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest age gap we've had so far. Anyway, that I remember. So it says, my sister is 10 years older than I am. So when she was going off and then getting a career started, I was still a little girl and then a younger teenager. But I remember very clearly that the time she came home from school or two, visit were the times that I had my first conversations with an adult that treated me like I was an adult and could actually think about grown-up ideas. It set off a real curiosity in me that I don't know that I would have had otherwise. And that's from Allison on thoughtcatalog.com.
You know what? I think, we probably could talk to our nieces, V and Faith, about this because they have a pretty big old gap between them as well.
Absolutely, they do. And they weren't living in the same household.
Right, because Faith was born when V was about 15 years old. Yeah. So yeah, like V went off to college and university in Calgary, and Faith was at home in Winnipeg. So they had this huge gap. So I imagine that was quite the same for Faith whenever V came home, and so yeah, they have this great relationship now. Where they're not that they didn't have a great relationship, but it must have been this really different kind of thing going on for them.
Well, because you're getting to know someone long distance, right? And then because they're adults and they have the opportunity to spend more time, traveling back and forth and visiting with each other. I think it's nice. I think it's nice when you get to that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a really cool concept to have a sibling that is so much older than you. The dynamic, I think, would be really cool to have. So yeah, anybody else that has a sister that's got that larger age gap, we'd love to hear some of your stories too.
Yeah, absolutely. So visit our website, leave us a message at SIssues.ca, or visit us on any of the social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.